Welcome back to Breslov.org. Rav Nosson has many insights on the whole episode of Korach and his wife and the whole conflict against Moshe Rabbeinu. And it's brought down many places in Breslov literature, even Likutei Moran, that the idea of a Kohen is the idea of the right side, which is chesed, kindness, the right hand. And the idea of a Levite is the idea of the left side, which is severity and gvura. And the purpose of creation is to join the two extremities together, to make a unity. That the left side, the gvura, the severity, should be subservient to the chesed, the kindness. He teaches, Rav Nosson, that the chesed, the right side, represents Hashem's direct voice, the direct voice of God, calling out to a person to wake up. It's amazing when you hear Hashem calling you, right? It's a big thing. Not everybody hears Hashem calling you. So the fact that people don't hear the wake-up call, that's the idea of the concealment covered up on the left side. The goal is to join left to right, which Rav Nosson explains as meaning to recognize that within the left, the severity, the harshness, is really hidden the right side, the love, the kindness of Hashem, the revelation, direct revelation of godliness. So Rav Nosson explains that in the temple, in the Beit HaMikdash, the Kohanim, the priests, they represented the open, loving kindness of God. They were a priest. They were serving God in the temple. Their job was to do the sacrifices, to connect people, to do the atonements, to atone people, to help people for atonement when they bring an atonement sacrifice, etc., to help people connect to God. That was the whole work of the priests in the Beit HaMikdash. And the Levites were the guards. They're the ones who were accompanying. Their job of the word Levi is from the wording lelavot, yelaveh. Like when Leah gave birth to Levi, she said, Hapa'am yilaveh li ishi. That now my husband will escort with me, will be next to me. The idea of a Levi is that he's there to help the Kohen. How does the Levite help the Kohen? By the Levite, whose idea of the left side, the Gevura, because like we said, the Levites in the temple, their job, they were like bouncers, not to make sure to protect that people kept the distance to be where they were, and also the Levites did the hard work in the temple, the dismantling and the for example, the tabernacle and the traveling Mishkan, the tabernacle in the desert. They'd be the ones doing the hard work, and in the Beit HaMikdash in Yerushalayim, also they're the ones who were locking the doors, opening the doors, cleaning, maintenance. They did the harder work, the work that's not directly associated with divine service like the Kohanim. But at the same time, the Levites would sing at the time of the sacrifices. They would accompany the main work of the Kohanim doing the korbanot. So the idea of a Levite is left, is the concealment, and it's meant to be subservient, to be bent under the right side. Now, Rav Nosson says a very powerful statement. He says the whole damage of Korach, that Korach refused to be a Levite. He refused to be subservient to Aharon and the Kohanim. He felt that he in himself was special. He was strong. Rav Nosson explains, what does that mean? That Korach felt that the left side is in itself something. But that's not the truth. The truth is that the left side is only something because of what it receives from the right side. The right is the chesed, the direct revelation of godliness, of holiness. That then shines into the left side. Like the verse says in Psalms, Bigvurot Yesha Yamino. In the severity, which is the left side, is revealed the salvation of the right side, Yamin, the chesed, the direct, open revelation of godliness. So Korach, his blemish was that he felt the left side is something in itself. Why do I have to bend to Aaron? Why do I have to bend to the right side? This was a major blemish because Korach, he was wealthy, he was knowledgeable, he had a lot of worldly possessions. He was a man of the world in a sense. So that made him to begin to believe, I don't have to be subservient to the Kohanim. I myself am already something. In other words, that the concealment of the left side, which is this world stuff, the wealth and honor, etc., this is something. And that is the biggest blemish in the world. Because the whole goal of wealth and honor of this world is that when it's under the right side, when it's under the Kedusha. So Rav Nosson says a very scary statement, that all of the damage of Korach, all the souls killed from the whole strife and conflict of Korach was all due to the wife of Korach. Because in marriage, a wife represents the left side and the husband, the man, the male, is the right side. So Korach, already being quote unquote like a leftist, a person who wanted to strengthen the left, that only gave more strength to Korach's wife, who's also a left. So she's like the left of the left, and she's the one, like the Gemara says, who inflamed Korach to go even more against Moshe Rabbeinu and Aharon. And Rav Noson's wording, she's the one who's responsible for the destruction of all those souls in the whole story of Korach. But it comes to show us that the left has to be bent. In Judaism, we believe in shalom, peace. What's peace? Not, okay, you have your side, I have my side. That's not peace. Peace is when there's a unity. But for there to be unity, there has to be someone who has the upper word. And always the upper word is the idea of the right side. And this is what's called true harmony and true peace. In this, Korach blemished, and all the more so his wife also blemished. So they, being lefties, the leftist side, not wanting to bend on the right side, caused total separation, and as a result, total destruction.